Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh.
We're not gonna make it, Kipper. We're not gonna make it
Lord.
today.
I know. We should have rescheduled.
The days that the hula groove moves the stool and in the hole. We're all going through hard years. Ooh, I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. DJ Soul was on a roll. I've been told the gambit soul is not vicious or malicious, still so lovely and delicious. I couldn't ask for another.
So hot, gotta tell when you wanna know. Delightful, true.
Who's gonna be the lip sync assassin this week?
I know. Do you want to do this again next time?
Yes, absolutely.
Full, truly making it new, especially at the show.
Hi. Hey.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, I am so good. How are you?
I'm good. You look really nice. Have I ever noticed your eyes? I don't think I've ever seen your eyes.
Because I normally wear crazy glasses, but I have a 1-year-old, and he broke every single pair of my glasses this week except for one pair of sunglasses. And I didn't want to look all Mariah, too cool for school, with a pair of sunglasses. So I have my contacts on that I never wear.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's so nice to see your gorgeous eyes.
Thank you. You know you know what? I meant maybe I should go along with the theme because we got to see somebody else's gorgeous eyes tonight during a lip sync for Your Legacy, didn't we?
Yes! Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yes. I'm so excited to talk about that. I can't even wait. Well, cheers.
Cheers, cheers, clink, 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 clink. So, but yes, let's get into it. Because it did have a double twist to it.
Yes.
So, you know.
Ooh,
yeah.
They got me. I need to make some more tea already.
Right? Me too, yeah. My pamplemousse.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So to recap.
Mm-hmm.
So we said goodbye to Too Cool for School Mariah last week.
We did.
So we get back into the workroom and it's like, ooh, girl, I can't, child. Let's see who voted for who.
And I was like, no, let's not see.
Let's not do that.
Just leave it in the box. Yeah, please. Let's just go somewhere else.
So it was like Mariah, Shay, Touche, and Shay's like, well, I know who voted. I'm not worried about you. I'm looking at these people over here.
My favorite, they had some, I don't know who the head tilt coordinator was for these shots, but it was some, I cannot tell you, they'd be like, Mariah, Shay, and then Shay. And then my favorite was India, and India goes,
yes, it's true.
There's like a director behind stage going, with the neck only. This with the shoulder. It was just head tilt after head tilt.
Yeah, so Shay's now like, well, I got some enemies. And, Mayhem explained herself, and I thought her reasoning was valid enough. She had made a pact with India the first time around. And
right.
Then, so she said, if I'm ever in this position, I got you. So she'd already had her little agreement. She couldn't send her best friend home. So Shay was obviously, even though she's making it look like, ooh, strategy, like sending the strongest person home, it really was kind of like I have a pact and the other person's my bestie. So I'm going with option 3. Alexis was like, I was going based on the critiques, and you got the worst critiques, and...
Wait, was it me, or did she say there was no way I was going to vote for India?
She totally said that. She said India was not an option.
India was not... I thought she did great in the challenge. I'm like, what?
Shay is obviously now a woman scorned. She's like...
Right.
I got your number. You know, sleep with both eyes open.
She's like, when I get this Mary Martha Moffy makeup off, I am gonna...
So then Rue enters the workroom in a nice clean suit this week.
I approve 100%.
I like the shirt. It was like a simple suit, but a snazzy shirt. And it was very nice.
Yep.
Was the shirt remind you of any tiles this week?
No, but I would say that I would be proud to walk down the aisle and give away my imaginary daughter Elizabeth to any man wearing that suit.
So yeah, they had these pre-selected teams, and they're doing a gossip show, SheMZ, and you know they've got these teams, and it's India and Mayhem, Celebrity Shoplifter and Shop Girl. Mm-hmm. You got Juju, Blair, and Cracker, Mother, Daughter, and Shady Queen. That's like fixing the drag you admission stuff.
Right.
And then you got Shay and Alexis, Icy Drag Queen, and Messy Drag Queen. Housewives of Tuckahoe.
Right. And I mean, as soon as, pre-selected teams, I was like, I had this thought once an episode. Oof, they hate India.
Yes!
I just am like, girl, they hate them. They hate that queen. It's like the producers lost a bet and they had to cast India. Like, I don't know what it is.
I just feel like she's not getting a
fair shake.
She's not getting a fair shake at all. So yeah, she gets paired with Mayhem, and I was really excited about the Juju, Blair, and Cracker combo, because I was really excited about the Juju Cracker interaction because they're funny queens. Right. And I was really interested to see how Blair would hold up, because she did come from like the theater scene-ish.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about that. And then the Shay and Alexis thing, that was just the story setup to me.
Right. Yeah.
That was really, they were paired for the story.
Yeah.
The story, of the episode this week.
Yeah. But it did not disappoint?
No.
Nope.
It did not. It did not. So they start like prepping, for their little like improv scene, and India confesses she's been arrested for shoplifting.
I know, but by the grace of God.
She's like, being the good Christian lady that I am. So she confesses, and it's kind of funny that that's how she's cast. They were kind of typecast almost.
Right.
Mayhem's excited because she's like, I like gossip, like this is right up my alley.
Right.
Shay and Alexis, it was really just like the fakeness, and this challenge is gonna be easy because I don't like you.
Exactly. And to be a Real Housewife, that's really all you need. Like, yeah, you need a similar zip code and a disdain for the people that you're filming with. So yeah.
Miss Cracker did not take Nicole's advice.
She did not?
She was told to let it go.
No,
F them bitches.
Yes. Right.
But the first thing she does is she addresses Blair. And I'm like, Miss Cracker, you just had a whole fire lit up under your ass. Nicole gave you the pep talk of a lifetime and told you to let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. What do you think Blair was like? What do you think Blair was thinking while Miss Cracker was talking?
I don't know if she was even.
I know.
I don't think she was really like processing. Because she was like,
I was like, are these clips from this? Yeah, I was like, no, Blair. In this bit, less will be more. Like,
oh god! And then Juju's in the middle, and she's just like,
I'm telling you, A+ head work this week. A+ head work. Yeah.
so it was quite entertaining. It was very entertaining, and then they're like, so Miss Cracker goes, well, Blair did not say she's not guilty or whatever, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Miss Cracker, can we please let it go? Just let it go.
I know.
Focus on the
It's
challenge,
almost
girl.
instinctual. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're a comedy queen. Like, this is your thing. Like, forget it and just do what you gotta do. And you're with Juju.
Right, absolutely. Like, it was like, this was like, okay, this is your week. This is your challenge. Like, you know what? You had a bad couple of days, and you got a speech from Nicole, and now this is where and she's back. She's back. She's just back. Yeah, it's just didn't need to be there. Yeah.
Nope, did not.
Who cares about Blair? Who's the Blair police? That's us. That's us. Let us do it.
So then, cut to the SheMZ. What did they call that? Like the room, like the talk room? What is that?
Yeah,
that newsroom?
Like, it's like a newsroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, the name. I got a little nervous because remember back when
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when it happened, I was like, I read it and then I paused it and I read it again. I was like, oh, that's okay. But it was so close to it. I was like, Rue, trying to prove a point. I see what you're doing. But yeah, SheMZ. I got it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But they could have called it TMZ, TEAMZ.
See, that's why you should be hired, guys. I'm serious.
TMZ.
But yeah, no, I found it like to see them like in the room acting like bros. It just was so cringy to me, and it was also so funny because, like, you see like Juju like trying to be a bro, but she's got like her nails on.
Some of them acting like bros made them even more effeminate than I could have ever imagined them to be, and I've seen them in full geesh. Like, it was insane. Mayhem with the goatee, and then, but the beautiful doe eyes. It was like when a cartoon turns into a baby. Like, just the sparkly eyes. So good.
Yeah, and then like Shay put in her contacts, and I'm like, Shay, you just made yourself look even prettier as a boy.
I know. Yep. Yeah. Who do you think was the best boy version of themselves? So funny to say.
I think the best boy version of themselves was India. Surprisingly, I got the kind of the pretty boy jock thing from her. And I was like, she is pulling that off the best to me. Out of everybody else in the room, like, she's more passable as a guy.
Absolutely.
So
Cracker was like a Jersey Shore cast member. Like, for a minute I was like, is that Vinny from Jersey Shore? Like, so Cracker was the method, and India was the... So Cracker was the Meryl Streep, and India was the Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you, exactly, yep.
Yeah.
Blair was just, man. Carson goes, who let Justin Bieber in here?
Oh my God.
I was like, Blair, baby, God, I don't know how we're gonna make you look any less effeminate at this point. You're too pretty. You're too pretty.
Blair's like Yentl when it's like Barbara Streisand playing Blair as a boy during the Talking Heads. Anyway, Blair's just a one drag queen Yentl happening anyway. So,
Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear
Blair
me?
doing it. Carson looked oddly like a person I would have dated in my early 20s. That's when I dated on, I needed the age and the credit score to be close together.
Yes. So then we get to Shay and Alexis's, their sketch, their skit.
Her sketch.
Shay
looked gorgeous.
You know what? I found that they both look good. Like they would, sitting at the table because what was it, like a fake pregnancies and
right.
Yeah. However, I did find myself trailing off a little bit when I was watching because I think you could see Alexis really like talking over Shay, like cutting her off. Like she's like, no, she doesn't know I wasn't fired. I wasn't, like, I get what she was doing, but it was too much of Alexis over Shay. And so I kind of like lost interest pretty quickly. I was more intrigued by Ross than I was with what was happening at the table with those two.
I actually rewound it for Ross, and so I agree with you totally. I think I took for granted that immediately I thought it was going to be great. As soon as I saw Alexis turn around, I just, like, from the table, I started laughing. Just on sight. And then I saw, like, them twirl in and do their, like, intro, and I immediately took for granted that it was going to be okay. I was like, this is going to be funny. This is going to be okay. I heard the BAMs. And then, like, I found myself kind of glazed over. And then I'm like, wait, Ross.
Yes!
And so I then rewound for Ross. Yeah. So
then
Ross,
we had Juju, Blair, and Cracker. Now, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you why. Because Miss Cracker, from the minute it started, she was in it. This was her character. She did the thing by the clinic by the door. She came out. The pills fell out of her jacket. She had created this character and she was 100% invested in this character. And she interacted with everybody. She gave everybody an opportunity to bring something to the sketch. I liked it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, and that's the difference between being a character and inhabiting a character. It was perfect. Like every little, what do they say? The devil's in the details.
Yes.
I was already laughing before she even came out the door.
Yes!
And it was, it is, and I'm not hard to please. You could have just given me those, and I would have already loved you, for the rest of the time, because I'd have been just ruminating on the window and it was so good. That was and I hope that I don't sound ridiculous, but that was like a master class in what that kind of challenge should look like.
See?
Oh my god.
Man, we got the giggles tonight, man. What are you drinking?
Oh, right. My pamplemousse.
Yeah, so then we go to India Mayhem. And
can I just tell you something?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
No, go,
wait.
go.
I was showing how not to do yes and. It's just then. So when I saw India, I was like, who does she look like? And I was like racking my brains, and I was like, who does she look like? And then it hit me. She looks like India Farah. I was like, how do you dress up in the craziest way possible and just look like a bigger version of you? I was like, she looks like India Farah. That's who I thought I was going to. I was fainting right up.
1 hour later.
When she came into the parking lot with the shopping bags.
Much later.
Oh, India. Oh, India. And she had the boobs out, and she had this. So you know how you were like, who does she look like? You know what I thought you were gonna say? Cause this is what I thought. When she was coming, I was like, she looks like slutty India.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh.
Honestly, she started out strong. I felt it. Like when she was coming down with her shopping bag, boobs out,
Yep.
hair looking a mess. I was like, okay, she is all in.
Yep.
And then
She came, she brought it.
Mayhem came out. It was funny. Man was like,
Yeah.
it started out real strong, and then when they got to like the I've been in therapy and I'm a licker, it just went.
It gets too convoluted.
It was
Yeah.
so disappointing because I
I'm a
really,
liquor.
yeah, I just really felt like they could have been
Funny.
stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, stronger. Funny.
See?
No.
So we learn that the runway theme is camo couture.
5 looks in one.
Look, this would have been me.
That would have been my one look.
So,
Her mother.
anybody had any like TMZ scandals? Like, you know?
Oh my god.
And you know, Blair says, well, they found out I had a DUI, and it was all over.
Hey guys, anybody have any TMZ scandals? I did. Yeah, I was really glad to see Blair and Mayhem talk about, that aspect of, I, have my own history with sobriety, and it's important to see people talk about, especially in these situations where, like, we see the untucked and the drinks and all the fun about that, but it's not always fun. And a lot of times, especially Mayhem, what she touched on being the life of the party, you're just giving and you're giving and you're giving and you're trying to and you're not taking anything in for you, and you find yourself just kind of empty. And I know from experience, that's not a healthy place. So it's good to see Blair and Mayhem share what it's like to be on the other side of that, not to be in the tragedy, but to be beyond it, but to also own up to it, and that's super important.
Dun, 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 dun. Cover girl. And what?
And what? I'm gonna expect. What I want to hear what you have to say.
Loved it.
Yes.
She made me so happy.
When I saw her, I was like, Natalie is going to love all of this.
You are absolutely right. The leather, like that on the
Epaulette.
shoulder, yes, and then the on the opposite side, and then the fun little the hair, like her hair was like her blonde, but it was a darker blonde. Like I loved it. I was like, she heard me talking, even though this was from last year, but she heard me talking. She heard
did.
me. She wore that for me this week.
You alternated the timeline.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was definitely gonna wear something else. It changed.
Yeah.
Mandela effect.
I'm getting my little
Runway.
notes. I have very specific notes for this.
I love
so
that
just-
your notes are specific. Mine are not that specific. So I'm excited to hear yours. First, we have Jujube. I liked the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, it's coming. The story
Yes, yes, absolutely. This was, she looked great with
That-
the skin runway.
Yeah.
The what color? But this was her most put together story.
Mhm.
This runway was specific.
I love the red hair, the red pump, the red purse. Like, she had that hint of color, but then she had the camel dress and the camel on the other side of the cape. And
Why doesn't Jujubee do red hair more? I think the thing with Jujubee's cape was that it was just so bare. That's the only thing. It was such a.
That's the word, bare.
It was, yeah. It was either too bare or too long. Like if you shortened it a little or put a pattern, anything. But she looked tight.
Then Miss Cracker.
That was the ponytail I wished that
India had last
wore.
week. I said the same thing. I
Mhm.
said she came. I saw the I was like, that's the ponytail that Kipper was talking about last week for India. That's what she needed.
And Cracker stomped the runway. She looked good and she felt good.
You saw it.
I love a sexy Cracker.
Did you see those boots?
Did I see them? I ordered them. Yeah, they're on their way.
Look, that's quintessential Miss Cracker. Like, everything was just perfect. That's the perfection I need. Just that perfection.
Absolutely.
Not the one that gets in her head.
And I don't mean this as a read. I mean this as when she turned around, I was like, who let Aquarius in here? It was perfect. I mean, that makeup was blended so well. It was just perfect. I mean, she looked like $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't really say that without it being a read, but I don't mean that. I just mean she like, I really did. Like, when she turned around, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Aquaria. Like, she looked like a completely...
Fresh.
I mean, how many drag queens do you know that can go from Anastasia to what Cracker wore tonight? And I mean, she could sell both of them equally. You know what I mean? I mean, she killed it.
She was giving me pop star. That's kind of what I meant.
Ooh, 100%. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a pop star. Absolutely.
Then Blair comes out and she does like a tree butterfly thing. It was okay.
And Asia was in the front row, mean mugging her, checking to see if her butterflies
the
work.
butterflies are still alive.
Oh my God!
That was
Our
so
generation.
tragic.
I know our generation will have the greatest tragedy that ever beset our country. Was when Asia tried to make the butterfly come out of the watch.
It was so sad.
Even the other ones, I could forgive those. When she did the last watch, and I was like, and this is this moment her soul left her body. I thought Blair looked like a Batman supervillain. That
Ivy, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
That's what she said. Yeah, she was like, Poison Ivy meets a willow, meets a tree, meets Mother
Do you know
Nature.
who Willow is?
No.
I don't know either. She said that. Poison
I thought-
Ivy meets Willow, and I'm like,
I thought she
who's
meant like
Willow?
a willow, like Mother Willow from Pocahontas. That's what I thought she meant.
Oh, I thought Willow was a thing, like a video game that kids play.
Oh. Try to be hip with the kids.
Yeah, right? We just lost half our demographic. I think she looked like what Uma Thurman wishes she looked like in that Batman movie. Her shoe was good, though, that beige shoe. I love a beige shoe.
I didn't even notice her shoes. So, Shay, did you see the look I was talking about now? You know what that means, right?
Oh, no, I know. When I saw it, I gasped, and I was like, that's the marker. Nat gave me a marker.
Yeah, I saw her come out in her like little thing, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. And I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did the bend over to water the stuff, and I was like, that's the promo shot. That was it.
I've seen this before.
That was it.
Yep. Incredible.
I loved it.
I do too.
Love the blue. I love the 60s. I love the little glasses, like the swoop and the
Yes.
scarf. Then Alexis came out, and I actually loved Alexis's look because I thought it was different. I felt like it gave me a little bit of a different Alexis than this up in one thing that I get all the time. So I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
I wrote Alexis Matei Snow. That's not even a good joke. I will say this: she upped her game. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like this was an evenly matched runway.
Yeah.
Nobody phoned it in. Oh, but you know what? Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
And then she'll do all that, and she'll put on the same earring she won Miss 1989 Florida with. It's like, just step back.
Had mayhem, and she hit the runway, and I wrote a little basic.
A little.
It was an All Stars runway-esque.
I'm done. I gave up tonight.
Done.
I just can't figure it out. I can't figure it out with Mayhem. Yeah. And I don't want to anymore. Like, I'm not going to put any more thought into it. And nobody can make me.
No, it's kind of like the Derek Barry situation. Like, I don't know, spend the rest of the season.
Yeah, trying to figure out why Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to figure out why Mayhem Miller cannot kill a runway anymore. I'm sorry. I don't want her to go on Instagram Live again and tell me why she has this, and how expensive drag is. We know. You borrow it. And you go crazy, and you go on All Stars, or you don't do it. She's doing with her outfits what Angina did with her words.
Yeah. Then we have India Farah. When she hit the runway, I was speechless. I was like,
Me too.
this is not old school India. She's not playing anymore. Like, we needed this India 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. She looked amazing. Absolutely incredible. She was living when she came out on that runway. I have never seen her so confident in herself. And that is the moment that I wish she would tap into every challenge.
Every time.
I saw more confidence in her than I've ever seen. She believed every bit of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I wish that she would connect with every time.
Every week. But, her and Mayhem ended up in the bottom. Then we had Miss Cracker, who was winner, chicken dinner.
Deserved it.
And she won, and rightfully so. Slayed the runway, slayed the challenge, owned it.
Yep.
Way to go, Miss Cracker. So then we get to pleading the case situation, and Mayhem goes all angina and is like, it's just a game. I'm okay with whatever decision you have. Like, she starts to play the Mariah card, like the too cool for school card.
What was she thinking? I could not believe it. I was furious. I couldn't even believe the words were coming out of her mouth. For how she read 2 episodes ago, and no. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
And India fought. She threw Mayhem under the bus.
She checked the bus schedule. She got the bus fare. She looked out for the bus, and then when it was about 30 seconds away, she just pushed Mayhem right out in front of it. And that is India that we need to see. That is it.
Oh yeah. So Miss Cracker gets ready for her lip sync. Cracker looks amazing.
I'm telling you. At first I was like, why did she change? And I'm like,
why not?
Like, why not? She looked. It didn't even do anything to the. She looked
It had
great.
nothing to do with the song to me.
Not a bit.
But the look was the hair, the bodysuit, the contacts. I'm like, girl, you trying to get that $20,000?
Oh yeah, she wanted every penny of that.
Oh yeah. And then the lip sync assassin was revealed. Did you have any idea who it was?
Oh, not a clue. Not even a little bit. And even when it like opened and like I saw the whole outfit, I'm like, is the lip sync assassin Miss Cracker Saboteur?
Morgan McMichaels looked gorgeous.
Yes.
Like, and I'm not saying that she never looks gorgeous, but Morgan McMichaels, for me, how I remember Morgan McMichaels is dark makeup. Black, dark, punk rock, pink. Like, that's who I'm thinking of when I see Morgan McMichaels.
I would never have thought of her as a... Forgive me. I would never have thought of her as a pretty queen.
Facts. No, facts. She was... I was like, I need that wig, first of all. The braided, the braids with the cape. I'm like...
Come on now.
Are you sure you're not competing in All-Stars 5? I mean, I know you've already competed. Did she get sent home like the first episode?
Well, yes, but I don't think it had anything to do with her talent and ability. It just had to do with her telling everybody she's going to send the strongest person home. And so they were like, get that bitch out of here. She's beautiful. She's suddenly beautiful to me.
I'm still trying to figure out how Miss Cracker and Morgan ended up wearing the same outfit. Or had the same palette. Because the song, it wasn't like they were going to lip sync to Let It Go, you know? Like, I'm still confused as to what inspired them to have the same looks.
The new employee, Melissa, was backstage, and they're like, Melissa, you pick this one. And she looked at the outfit, and she's like, the Rihanna one. Like, well, we let them.
I've got a show that I didn't pay for.
Do you think so?
I do. They were having fun on stage.
I do too. But I was severely upset by this lip sync. I felt like, yes, I don't disagree with you, of course, because I love you. I was like, is the lip sync assassin Morgan McMurkle, or is the lip sync assassin her cape? Because all she did was twirl her cape for the first half of it. And then, I just was so underwhelmed. And I was like, all right, we're enough with these assassins. These are lip sync mosquito bites. These are lip sync stub your toes. But these are not lip sync assassins. And I was astounded that Michelob McMichaels won. I dialed 9 and 1, and I was about to press the other one.
And then he goes, Miss Cracker, you also a winner. And I was like, okay. I really felt like the two of them gave a show, but Miss Cracker definitely won. And I think,
absolutely.
I definitely think Ru did that on purpose because he didn't care if any of the bottom two went home. Even if he already knew, like, who had picked what lipstick, because he probably already knew. But, he just didn't care. So I think him doing that double type of thing so we could see how the bureaucracy really plays out, I think it was definitely it was to play with our minds, and that's why he picked both of them as winners, so we could get that double reveal. Thankfully, it was Mayhem, but that's good TV though, because Mayhem and Morgan are besties. They go right back. I know.
And she had to say Mayhem's name. That would be like if you had to say my name or I had to say your name.
And that's why I know that Ru already knew, and he set that shit up. Because he could have just announced Miss Cracker as the winner, and Miss Cracker could have been like Mayhem. But he was like, no, I already know Mayhem is also the other lipstick. Let's make this interesting and have the bestie call out the name of the... Yeah, he said that. He set it up.
I bet he's got a little jail where all the Ru girls are, like, lipstick assassins are. And he, looked at all the lipstick and he's like, oh, they're both Mayhem. Morgan McMichaels, you're coming with me. Like, it was supposed to be, Roxy. And
Mayhem. So, Mayhem goes home.
Oh, sorry.
Because
she did go home. And She didn't even look really phased.
No, she, again, threw in the towel and didn't care. You know, bye-bye, ma'am.
India's in it, and I am increasingly more and more interested in India because she's the comeback queen.
She's a Roxy Andrews.
Yes.
The only thing the difference is that she's not lip syncing for her legacy.
Well, so that was it. Mayhem. Yep, mayhem. You know what? No more mayhem. There'll be no more chaos. No more destruction on that runway. Yep. So we're a little peace and tranquility.
Exactly. It's like bye.
Bye.
So we'll see you next week.
Do you want to do this next week?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
So good to do this. I love to chat and sip with you.
Same. I look forward to it. I had a whole moment where you made me cry, but
Oh my God, we were silly tonight.
Yes.
We needed this.
We did. We definitely did. But thank you.
Thank you. Have a great week.
You as well. Bye.
Bye. And I don't know what it is.
Even like when she was talking about, yeah, I came here to do what I did. I proved to myself, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not buying it.
Okay, let me tell you something. When people say they prove to themselves, who cares? I could prove to myself on my couch that I deserve an Oscar, but until I get that Oscar, I'm not going to really be happy.